feel like I was doing a script.
So a while back, I bumped into a review from AJ Williams Media. It was on the Takstar SGC-600 shotgun microphone, a $30 shotgun microphone. I was intrigued. It had amazing sound. So I contacted Takstar and they sent me one for review. I bet you're wondering what is all that noise. Well, they are building a house right next door to me. That's all that noise you hear. So I decided to make this review with real-time noise. What's up guys, my name is Edgar B, and in this channel we do tips, tutorials, unboxings and reviews like the one I'm doing today. And I'm so sorry for all the loud noise. I'm pretty sure you guys are listening to it, but like I said, I am in an outside environment and I wanted to do a review on this microphone with real-time noise. I will, however, also go into my studio and do some audio testing in a quieter environment. Right here you see the SGC-600 that Takstar sent me. When you first open it, the first thing you see is the manual, which, as you can see, we don't use that. Then you have your splitter. Now with this splitter, you have one side that goes to your headphones if you want to monitor, and the other side goes to the microphone. And now we get to the featured attraction. The Takstar itself feels a little bit light, has some buttons in the back, your on and off switch, your low cut button, and you have your dB adjustments. You have positive 10, negative 10, and 0. Well, here is where you put the battery. Open it up, and it takes a AA battery. So what I have here, and the sound that you're gonna be hearing this whole time through my camera, will be with the Takstar SGC-600 that Takstar sent me, and I want to give them thanks for sending me this product for review. And right now the audio you're listening to is from the Takstar at 0 dB and the low filter off. And right now the audio you're listening to, it's at 0 dBs and the low filter on. This is the audio test with the 0 dB and the low filter on. And now this is an audio test with plus 10 dBs and the low filter off. This is an audio test plus 10 dBs and the low filter off. And now this is an audio test plus 10 dBs with the low filter on. This is an audio test plus 10 dBs with the low filter on. And now this is an audio test minus 10 dBs with the low filter off. This is an audio test minus 10 dBs with the low filter off. And now this is an audio test minus 10 dBs with the low filter on. This is an audio test minus 10 dBs with the low filter on. Now this microphone is made for vloggers, as I'm doing right now. I'm typically not a vlogger, so you rarely see me walking around and talking like this unless I'm doing a review. Who knows if I change my mind later on. But right now I'm about 6 inches away from the camera, the microphone, and it is a little windy, so you might hear some wind, so I apologize ahead of time for that. But there's so much noise going on in my neighborhood because they're building about 3 to 4 houses. Yep, 3 to 4 houses are being built right now as we speak at the same time. So I said this is the perfect environment for me to test out this $30 shotgun microphone. And now we're gonna jump into the studio. And we're back in the studio. Here are the features for the SGC-600. I feel like I was doing a script. You're gonna have your low cut function, which is this button right here. With this feature, it reduces the background noise and makes your video a little bit much clearer. You could also adjust the dB. You have this button right here. So the top is plus 10 dBs, in the middle is 0, and at the bottom is negative 10 dBs. You also have your on and on switch right here. It's one of the things that's a little, let's say, outdated. So with this on and on feature, you're gonna have to make sure that every time you're done recording, turn off your microphone, or if not, you're gonna be going through batteries or recharging your battery a lot. They say that on one single battery life, you could use the battery up to 100 hours. I haven't tried it, so I can't say yes or no, and neither I'm gonna try to leave this on for 100 hours. It's a long time. Now this microphone also comes with a C2-1 splitter cable right here. So what this cable does, you plug it into your camera, and then you have one that's for your headphone if you want to monitor your audio, and then you have the one for the microphone, the Takstar. The video that I recorded earlier, I imported it into my desktop. I wanted to see how the sound quality was, and to my surprise, with all the wind that was outside and all the noise that I had going around me, the audio was pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and add this microphone to the camera, and you're gonna hear the audio from there. Okay, so I connected the microphone to the camera. It's about 20 inches away from me, and right now the audio that you're listening to, this is an audio test with the Takstar on 0 dB and the low cut filter off. And right now the audio you're listening to is at 0 dBs with the low cut filter on. This is an audio test with the microphone at 0 dBs with the low cut filter on. And this is an audio test at plus 10 dBs and the low cut filter off. This is an audio test plus 10 dBs with the low cut filter off. And this is an audio test with the settings at plus 10 dBs and the low cut filter on. This is an audio test with the settings at plus 10 dBs and the low cut filter off. And this is an audio test with the settings at negative 10 dB and the low cut filter off. This is an audio test with the audio settings at negative 10 dBs and the low cut filter off. And this is an audio test with the audio settings at negative 10 dBs and the low cut filter on. This is an audio test with the audio settings at negative 10 dBs and the low cut filter off. Okay, now this shock mount is something that I would love for them to upgrade on their next microphone that they come out with. It's supposed to be a shock mount, but normally, your shock mounts are rubbery, like my Duo 4, and they would basically, the microphone would like hang there, and you'll see it like shake. This one has no shake, so this wouldn't seem to help in under any bumps or something like that, because if you bump it, there's nothing to protect the shake from it. One thing also to consider when purchasing this microphone is that the audio cable, it's embedded in the body. It's embedded. It's in the body. It doesn't come out. So it only has this plug. So if you break this, you might have to buy a new microphone. But yeah, this is something that I will wish for them to change in future microphones that they make, would be to have this plug, so you can just unplug it, tuck it away, and you don't have this connected to your microphone. But other than those two cons, which is the shock mount and the audio cable, I mean, for $30, this microphone has some amazing audio. I think this microphone will be perfect for anyone on a budget, somebody starting a YouTube channel, or if you need a backup microphone, this would be a good microphone. Or either way, if this is your microphone that you want to be using, it has great sound for very low cost. This was my take and my review on the Takstar SGC-600. And I want to thank Takstar for sending me this microphone. This review was not paid for. This was my honest opinion. And would I use this microphone? Yes. Why not? And it has great sound. And again, this video was inspired by AJ Williams. I will link his YouTube. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching my channel, and I catch you on my next video. Seriously, how's my sound quality right now?